Welcome back, YouTube family. If you are new here, this is Life with Sarge. I'm Sarah, aka Sarge, and we're just gonna jump right in because this is a personal question tag video, and so I'm gonna jump right in. Okay, first question: do I have a middle name? I don't, although technically I have a hyphenated name, double barrel, so it's Sarah Jane. And fun fact, Sarge actually originated from that. So if you shorten Sarah Jane, my cousin did that, and she just started calling me Sarge one day, and it's kind of stuck. So thanks, Teen, for my nickname. I do love it, and it is very fitting, seeing as I was a teacher and kind of acted as a sergeant in that sense. So yeah, let's move on to the next question. How old are you? I am 32 years young. Okay. I feel very youthful still. My back and my knees may not say the same thing, but the rest of my body does. So there's that. Do I have any siblings? I have two sisters. Amy is 2 years younger than me, and Tracy is 4 years younger than me. Am I a tea or coffee drinker? I'm both, but in the mornings I'll drink coffee to wake me up because I do not like waking up. I'm more of a night owl. Otherwise, if I'm not drinking coffee, I'll have the occasional tea, but it's mostly water. But out of the two, tea or coffee, definitely a coffee drinker. What is your favorite sport to watch? This is easy for me, so easy. Rugby. Nothing is more entertaining, and like the vibe at a rugby game or rugby match is so much fun. So I definitely say hands down rugby. Then how did you meet your best friend? Okay, so I was 4 years old at the time, and I had friends through my mom, and obviously they had children themselves, so I had made few friends, and a few of those friends did go to the same school. But how I met my best friend was I was playing in the dress up corner, standing in front of this large mirror, and obviously it was free play. I'm assuming it's free play. And I was trying on this really, really, really large hat, oversized hat, and she just walked up to me and was like, "Hi, what's your name?" And I was like, "Sarah." And then I was like, "What's your name?" And she's like, "Shannon." And she's like, "Do you want to play with me?" And that's literally how it started. I played with her the entire day. Then my mom came to fetch me, and I was like, "Can Shannon come over for a play date?" Literally that same day. And my mom was like, I don't really know who, I don't really know the parents. We need to find out, I can't just take her home now type of thing. So I'm not too sure if she came over that same day, but my mom did meet Greg, her dad, who's like a second father to me, and Sandy, her mom, is like a second mother to me. But yeah, that's basically how it started. She introduced herself to me in a dress-up corner, and it's like our families have been inseparable ever since. Okay, next question. Computer or TV? This is a tricky one because I've gone off TV. Like, I don't watch Netflix shows. I used to be like obsessed, but now, would you consider like YouTube computer? Because I mean, I enjoy watching YouTube videos. So at this present moment, I would say YouTube videos. Yeah, I guess more on the computer side then, because yeah, TV is like, my TV is barely on. Okay, do you sing or dance in the car? I do both. Not well, but I do both. Although I'm gonna take credit. I think I'm a good dancer, not like professionally, but I love a good dance. Singing, terrible singer, but I will sing regardless. So, do I sing or dance in the car? I do both, and I do both happily, and I don't care who's in the car. Okay, dream vacation. Honestly, I would love to just tour Europe, the continent. And yeah, just go see, like, admire all the architecture there. Like, I feel like all the museums, art galleries, the buildings are just like so beautiful, and I'm not really like a beachy tropical kind of girl, so I feel like Europe is definitely my dream destination vacation. What TV shows do you like? Okay, well, if we're talking about when I did watch TV, I think I would literally watch anything. whether it's reality TV, whether it's comedies like New Girl, Friends, The Office. What was the last series I actually watched? I started Anatomy of Scandal, but once again, I watched one episode and I was like, not really into it. So, yeah, sci-fi. Loved Teen Wolf. Loved One Tree Hill. But at the moment, not a big TV fan. Then, my next question, worst injury you've ever had? I guess there's two. No. There's one, but I don't know how I ended up with that, injury, which is terrifying because I sleepwalk. But I basically, sometime of the night, fell on my knee, and then I started having throbbing pain and my knee swelled up to the point where I had to go to the ER, and they were like, no, you need to go see an orthopedic surgeon, and eventually I had surgery on that knee. But I don't know how I ended up damaging it that much, and he was like, you fell on it very hard for it to cause that much damage. But the fact that I didn't wake up from the dream, it's really weird. But one that I do remember was there was this huge fair at our school, like a fete. And there was this huge water slide. Now I'm talking, okay, obviously when you in grade, I was in grade 4. When you're in grade 4, things seem a lot bigger. But I swear this water slide, and it was 2 sections as well. You had to climb up this huge rope thingy to get to the top, and then they would have water spraying down and then squirting, I don't know if it was bubble bath or dishwashing soap or whatever, but the person at the top had just squirted a nice fresh sauce down for me to slide down. And then they had these mats at the bottom to kind of save you from falling further. But I want to say it was at least 12 meters high. It was flipping high. And I think if you had to climb up the ropes and fall back, you could definitely hurt yourself. But thankfully I didn't fall back. I managed to get up, slide down the slide, and I missed the mat and I landed on my ankle on the grass. And then I just remember I couldn't move, and I think my friend or my sister slid down and then eventually called my mom, and then they took me aside to the emergency area that they normally have at fate just in case of accidents. Then no, you need to take it to the doctor. Turns out I just sprained my ankle. It wasn't broken, but I was on crutches for 4 weeks, and crutches are just the worst because it hurts your hands as well. It's just, yeah, it's horrible. So I would say the knee injury was the worst one I've ever had, but I don't know how I got it, so I just gave you a second one as a bonus. Then next question, do you talk to animals? I feel like any normal human does. I feel like you bond a lot more, even though they're not going to speak back to you. I talk to him all the time. Where is he? There he is. I talk to him all the time, and he gives me looks, and I'm just like, what are you giving me attitude now? And yeah, now that I think about it, I may sound a little bit crazy, but you weird if you don't talk to animals. Come on, you weird. Next question, do you cry in sad movies? I do. I am such an empath that I stopped watching Grey's Anatomy after Patrick Dempsey, what was his name in it? I haven't watched it in so long. I'm not going to waste your time, but when he died, I stopped watching because I'm like, I can't cry every single Monday. This is not, a good cry is good for you, but I'm not going to do this to my body every single Monday. So I stopped watching when, he passed away. Spoiler alert for those of you that haven't watched it, I'm sorry. But that was a good few seasons in, and there are a good few seasons that have come out, and I think it's still going on. So it's a good series, but I can't deal with crying. And so to answer the question, yes, I cry in sad movies. Would I marry a celebrity? Absolutely not. I have the biggest crush on Dylan O'Brien, but would I marry him? No. I just don't think I could handle the limelight and everybody wanting to know what I'm up to and getting photographed and stuff like that. Everybody needs their own space, and I think it it would make my mental health just worse. So as much as I do love Dylan O'Brien as an actor and admire his work, I would not marry him, even him. And he's like my number one. Have you ever stolen anything before? Little Sarge, little Sarah Jane, was a thief in grade 1 and 2. I was so bad. And that was the worst age. I used to steal money out of my parents' purse for tuck shop. I think for my birthday in grade 1, yeah, if I can remember correctly, we went to, was it Wimpy Lane, like this ice cream shop thingy, and I managed to steal a spoon from there that we still have actually. But I used to go to 7-Eleven and like steal like those eraser thingies that you could change with different colors. Same thing with the pen, and you literally pop the thing off, and like all the things that like I wanted as a kid, but my parents were like, you don't really need it, you've got pencils already. Then I'd literally like stick it in my and I knew that there was a camera there too, so I'd go to that corner, stick it in like my grey school socks, and then walk out and pretend like, oh no, my friend Kelly gave it to me. I used Kelly for a lot of things, so if Kelly, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but yeah, you gave me all these gifts, so thank you. But I got caught out one time, and my mom was like, enough's enough, you keep stealing my coins. And she's literally still to this day, it's like, okay, where's this money going, where's this money going? So she was catching on that there was money going missing, and she found, I think she caught me actually doing it in act, and was like, okay, it's time, you have to go to the police station, you're stealing. I'm like, no mom, no, you can't do that to me. Turns out she didn't care that I was crying. She was like, you're gonna learn your lesson. So we parked outside the police station. She's like, come, I'm going inside, you need to go, you're stealing, if you steal you have to go to the police station. Like, and I was crying, and eventually I think she was like, okay, Sarah kind of understands now, she's going to steal, she's going to go to the police station. Now thankfully I don't remember going in. I think I would remember that because that would be traumatizing, but I remember just leaving and then going to school, giving her the money back and going to school, and then having to explain to my friends when my face was so red. And I'm like, oh no, I'm just like very itchy and tired, and like, yeah, that was traumatic. But in my mom's defense, I mean, she had to do a parenting thing, and I was stealing. So after that, I never stole again. So my rebel years were like all grade 1 and 2. Sorry, my little list of things have, there we go. Okay, then next question is, have you ever laughed at the wrong moment? This is something that I think a lot of people do. In like nervous situations, I won't technically laugh out loud, but I do kind of like, I get uncomfortable and I don't know what to do, so I start like giggling almost quietly, and like to the point where I kind of have to cover my mouth. And then if there's something about like people falling, I will laugh at that, but it's more of a thing of making sure they're okay, and then I'll laugh at it. But yeah, I tend to kind of laugh at the wrong moment, and I'm working on it because I know that it's not a good thing to do. Favorite movie? I recently watched a movie called Prisoner, which I found amazing because it's just like, you don't know what's going on. It's not the happiest movie, but it's really brilliant, and all these like curveballs and things, and like how everything just like it's I don't, you know what? Just go watch it. It's kind of an old movie. It's got Hugh Jackman in it. Brilliant storyline, and the fact that you just don't know what's going to happen is all the more reason to watch it. Otherwise, I would say American Assassin, because I've just watched that movie over and over and over and over and over again, and it's an action movie, so there's that, and it's got my favorite actor Dylan O'Brien in it. So American Assassin and Prisoner are my favorite movies, at least at this moment in time. Then favorite scent, vanilla. Yeah, let's just say vanilla. Do I have a special talent? Do I? I guess the only thing I can do is this like 3 little thing with my tongues like this. Will it win me a prize at the talent show? Absolutely not. But hey, not many people can do that, so I'm proud of that talent. What is the first thing you notice about people? Honestly, I'm not a judgmental person, so it's not necessarily going to be their hair, their eyes, what they're wearing, their nails, stuff like that. I more like to observe people, and because I'm such an introvert, I get to do this. So I like to people watch, and I like to see how they interact with people. So I guess the first thing I notice about people is their character towards other people. And lastly, what are my future plans? This is quite a deep one, something that I haven't really thought about. I guess I just want to be happy, and I want to get to a point where I'm financially stable. I want to get to a point where I'm mentally and physically at peace. And yeah, be happy. Maybe have a little family. Adopt a child. Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit deep, and we can go into deeper questions maybe in like a part 2 segment if you enjoyed this. So I plan on ending it there. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up so I know that I must do more content like this. I just thought I would switch it off to something a little bit less heavy, and you guys still get to know me. Other than that, be kind, you are loved, and don't be so hard on yourself. Bye.